The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, written by Mark Twain, published by the American Publishing Company in 1876. Nestled in the heart of the idyllic, languid Mississippi River town of St. Petersburg, Missouri, there resided a spirited, imaginative, and often mischievous young scamp named Tom Sawyer. This extraordinary lad, blessed with boundless energy and an unquenchable thirst for adventure, navigated the trials and tribulations of his boyhood under the loving, albeit stern embrace of his ever-doting Aunt Polly. With his half-brother Sid, a paragon of virtue and obedience, and his gentle-hearted cousin Mary by his side, Tom's world was an unending quest to evade Aunt Polly's watchful eye, all the while seeking the freedom and exhilarating adventure that his youthful heart so fervently desired. Tom's insatiable curiosity, his predilection for mischief, and his untamed spirit propelled him into a plethora of escapades that frequently left the townsfolk aghast and intrigued. On one particularly sun-drenched day, overtaken by the call of the river and the promise of unbridled freedom, Tom chose to abandon his studies and seek solace in the cooling embrace of the water, only to be discovered by his ever-vigilant aunt. For this transgression, Aunt Polly imposed a most undesirable penance upon him, the laborious task of whitewashing her lengthy fence on a precious Saturday morning. However, Tom, the ever-ingenious and resourceful lad that he was, devised a cunning plan to hoodwink his unsuspecting friends into believing that this menial task was indeed a rare and delightful privilege. In a stunning feat of persuasion, he not only enticed them to partake in the chore, but even convinced them to pay him for the honor of doing so, thus transforming drudgery into delightful diversion. Among Tom's many companions, none held a place as cherished in his heart as the wild, untamed, and woefully neglected Huckleberry Finn, a boy who symbolized the very essence of freedom and boundless adventure. Together, they embarked on a series of daring exploits, each more thrilling and audacious than the last, ranging from the pursuit of buried treasure that would make even the most hardened pirate envious, to the exploration of a haunted house that sent shivers down their spines and stirred their vivid imaginations, and even to the chilling scene of a murder in the silent graveyard on a moonlit night that would forever mark their young souls. The malevolent Joe, a man as sinister as he was cunning, was the culprit, and Tom and Huck, bound by fear and brotherhood, vowed to keep this dark secret hidden within their hearts, lest they invoke the wrath of the merciless villain and seal their own fates. In the midst of these exhilarating escapades, Tom found his heart ensnared by the enchanting charms of the new girl in town, the lovely and captivating Becky Thatcher. Their tender courtship blossomed with innocent tokens of love and affection, such as small trinkets exchanged in secret, heartfelt declarations of devotion whispered in hushed tones, and stolen moments of unspoken understanding that spoke volumes about the depth of their feelings. However, as is the way of young love, their nascent romance was often fraught with quarrels and reconciliations, a turbulent dance of hearts both tender and uncertain, as they navigated the treacherous waters of their burgeoning feelings. One fateful day, Tom, unable to resist the allure of adventure and the promise of shared secrets, persuaded the hesitant Becky to join him in exploring the mysterious, subterranean depths of the local cave. The pair, entranced by the otherworldly beauty and the eerie echoes of their surroundings, soon found themselves hopelessly lost within the maze-like passages, darkness and fear closing in around them like a suffocating shroud. Tom, summoning his innate courage and resourcefulness, took the lead in guiding Becky through the treacherous underground labyrinth, their only hope being to find an exit and the safety of daylight that awaited them. In a twist of fate that could only be the work of Providence, Tom chanced upon the nefarious Joe within the cave, who had sought refuge there after being unmasked as the graveyard murderer. With great stealth and cunning, Tom and Becky managed to escape the cave, leaving Joe trapped within its cold, unforgiving embrace, where he ultimately met his grim and well-deserved end. Having survived their harrowing ordeal, Tom and Becky emerged from the darkness and returned to the town as heroes, their tale of bravery, perseverance, and the triumph of the human spirit captivating the hearts and imaginations of the townsfolk. Emboldened by their experience and no longer haunted by the shadow of Joe, Tom and Huck resolved to confront the villain's dark legacy and uncover the buried treasure he had so jealously hidden. With unwavering courage, wit, and determination, the two young adventurers discovered the treasure, and their newfound fortune earned them both the respect and admiration of the people of St. Petersburg. The tale of Tom Sawyer transcends the boundaries of a mere chronicle of boyish exploits. It becomes an exploration of the human condition, a meditation on the complexities of morality, and a celebration of the spirit of youth. Twain's keen observations, vivid descriptions, and unparalleled wit breathe life into the story, creating a world as rich, engaging, and timeless as the characters that inhabit it. Through the trials and tribulations, joys and sorrows, laughter and tears that fill the pages of this extraordinary tale, we are transported to a world that, although long vanished, remains as vivid and enduring as the memories of our own childhoods. The Adventures of Tom Sawyer is not merely a story of boyish exploits and small-town life, but a profound exploration of the human spirit, a celebration of the strength, resilience, and boundless potential that resides within each of us, and a reminder of the enduring power of imagination and the magic of friendship. We hope you enjoyed this short-form audiobook from the greatest collection of books and stories ever written. Classic masterpiece literary works are added to the channel regularly. If you would like more of the greatest stories ever told, please like and subscribe.